everybody being on. It's the last day of the month, March 31st, 2025. I cannot believe how fast last 2 weeks has gone by since the convention in Las Vegas. Also, I cannot believe how 2 weeks felt like a couple months because so many things have happened in last couple of weeks of time. I know we still have one day left. Today, but I do want to say officially, congratulations, because this month, already without the last day of the month, is the absolutely highest revenue, record-breaking month since Remont Global Project started, a little over 2 years ago. So I just want to say congratulations to all of your successes. I know many of you your momentum this month has gone through the roof. And here's the crazy part. As exciting as last 2 weeks has been, I think all of us could agree we're feeling it in the air. We're feeling it in the team that it is just about to break. It's not like great things have happened. No, this is like just the beginning of it. And we're all feeling the same. And I just want to say huge congratulations to all of you. And rest of 2025 is going to be absolutely incredible for all of us. And there has been so many director promotions, senior director promotions, team leader promotions, and of course, senior managers and manager promotions last 2 weeks of time. Absolutely, congratulations. With the new compensation programs that's been added to our plan between top retailer bonus and the level plan coming. I mean, I got to tell you, the customer count has been going through the roof. I mean, some of the organizations we're talking to, last 8 days, I was talking to one of the last 8 days, their organization grew like 10,000 customers, like 14,000 customers, 5,000 customers. And many of the leaders are telling me their organization's customers per planner that's joining the organization, the numbers are going through the roof. And, it's such an exciting, things that's just the beginning of, what's to come, right? And we still have a full day left in March, March 31st today to, finish the month strong and really get in position, help many people to get in position to participate. What we anticipate to be much greater month, even more than March, with the ICD makeup coming on April 16th. And of course, the new compensation of the real-time manager, senior manager promotion is starting. The weekly commission is starting. And of course, on top of that, we have the increased leadership match of first generation being 40% and second generation being 20%. That's starting in the month of April. And of course, we have the top retailer bonus that's also starting in the month of April. So with all those exciting things that's being added, and those of you that are participating in our very first Latin America expansion, that's going to be Mexico on April 25th. And also those of you that are participating in Malaysia and Singapore pre-launch, which is a week prior on April 18th. There's so many incredible things happening in April that it's going to be another great month. I was talking to some of the leaders. Many of the leaders are telling me that they're expecting their organization to literally double in size, and literally double or more in the month of April compared to their incredible month of March. So, I know you heard me say this many times. I do believe that success is a direct result of preparation meeting opportunity, and how well we finish today is going to determine how well we are prepared to really fully maximize April. So I just want to say once again, congratulations, but March is not over yet. Today is the last day of the month. Let's finish the month strong and really get in position ourselves and our team members to have an incredible month of April together with us. Now, I do have some business items that I want to make sure that all of you are 100% clear and you understand as we step into the month of April, since tomorrow's April, and this is the only chance that we have to communicate to all the team leaders and above leaders, before some of the programs that's starting in April. Okay, so let's talk about some of the compensation enhancement that we're really excited about, and the time, how to make sure that we are fully maximizing to make sure that our partners are truly benefiting, from what is to come starting tomorrow. Okay, now, so the first thing that's going to start tomorrow is that real-time manager and senior manager promotion is going to begin starting tomorrow. Okay, what real-time manager and senior manager promotion means is, currently, if someone meets the volume of 3,000 or 6,000, 2 p.m. in the afternoon, they rank advanced to that position starting following day. So, midnight of Pacific time is all the volume after that is where they could start earning commission as a manager and senior manager, whatever rank they have, achieved. So it's a next day promotion system until today. And starting April, it's actually a real-time promotion, means if someone met the requirement at 2 p.m., all the orders after that, after 2 p.m., after the requirement is met, they could start earning commission as a manager and senior manager right away, which speeds up the momentum. Would you agree with that? We don't have to hold, we don't have to wait, we don't have to delay. Speeds up the momentum, speeds up the activity, and that is the purpose of it. Now, however, you're going to see an announcement go out probably today, or maybe tomorrow. But the new platform, as many of you know, that we announced, at the Las Vegas convention, there is a major upgrade that's happening to our platform, and there's a lot of new features that's being added to our platform, which we're really excited about. Some of those things are real-time commission monitoring, where one customer purchases product from you, immediately you could go to the back office and see how much commission you're earning from that transaction. Someone joined your team and you have your senior manager, your team leader or manager. You could see how much money commission is being generated every time the transaction happens on retail and rebate and sponsorship commission and the open group commission. You can monitor those real time, which is going to speed up the understanding and the progress and the positive progress of the business, which is going to be very exciting. Okay. Now, the new platform is going to start. New platform is scheduled to go live on April 12th, 10 a.m. Pacific time. So you guys want to mark this. There's going to be an announcement going out, but I wanted to communicate with team leaders and above first, so you're aware and you're prepared, as your team members also experience this. Okay, so it's going to go down, it's going to go live April 12th, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Now, we're going to have a migration moving time. So the website, and you're going to see you're going to see communication about this, but I want to verbally communicate first, is at midnight at April 11th nighttime. So April 12th midnight, right? 12 a.m. The website is going to be migrating. So our Reman.com website, the enrollment, ordering product, back office, everything is not going to work for 10 hours of time. Okay, so from midnight to 10 a.m. Pacific time, midnight to 10 a.m. Pacific time, that we're all gonna take a 10-hour break. Okay, I know. We want to work 24/7, but just for 10 hours, we're not gonna be able to sign anybody up or any products. Okay, and it's gonna go live at April 12th, 10 a.m. So April 12th, midnight, meaning like 12 a.m. in the morning, okay, to April 12th, 10 a.m. for those 10 hours of time, we're going to be moving onto the new platform. Okay. So things are going to go live on April 12th. So here's a couple things that I want to make sure that we understand so we can manage expectation with our partners that are in our team. Number one, first of all, between April 1st until April 11th, first 11 days of the month, even though the real-time rank advancement of manager and senior manager is happening, it's not going to show on the back office because we are migrating into the new platform on April 12th. Does that make sense? So, we're not going to see it. All right. So if someone meets the requirement at 2 p.m. on April 2nd, they're not going to show as a senior manager until next day onto the back office. Okay. So for those period of time, I think it's best that we just communicate when people are getting promoted, let them know that the real-time promotion is going to reflect on the report starting April 12th. Okay. And also we want to make sure that, it's possible that if there were some volume that happens between them getting promoted, because the old platform isn't going to show real-time promotion, it is possible for those 11 days of time that their volume, because they got promoted at 205, their 206 volume, if there was volume right after they got promoted, it may show up as not their senior manager or manager open group. It may only show up as a planner group. So there could be some, it's the first 11 days, the report is going to show same as how we are used to seeing it. On April 12th, it's going to make sure that all the volume from April 1st through the 11th is going to be showing correctly, according to the new upgraded plan, including the real-time promotion for managers and senior managers. Does that make sense? So just to avoid confusion, I think it's best that we just let our teams know that we are moving on to a new platform on April 12th. There's a lot of new enhancement that's happening. So just don't worry too much about the rank you're showing or the volume you're showing just for first 11 days. And everything is going to be showing onto a new platform on April 12th. Does that make sense? Okay, so there will be an email communication about this, but I think team leaders and above, it's great for you guys to know first so we can manage expectation as we go into April. All right. Second thing is the real-time monitoring, of course, on the new platform on April 12th. Everything is going to start on that on April 12th. And also the weekly commission payout. Anybody excited? Let me see it in the chat box. Anybody excited about the weekly commission starting in April? Anybody excited about that? Okay. So let me explain the weekly pay schedule. Okay. So here it's very simple. Every week, Friday, 11:59 p.m. It is the deadline for each week's schedule of volume for it to be counted as that week of commission generating volume. Does that make sense? So it is from Saturday, 12 a.m. in the morning. Okay. So Friday night, Saturday morning, 12 a.m. until Friday, 11:59 p.m. is 1 week of our commission calculation. Now, once again, these will be all part of the email communication that's going to happen when it goes out, probably after the monthly rundown tomorrow. But, I think it will be great for all the team leaders and above to understand it first. So when the communication happens, you're prepared to train and help people to do it. Yes, every time I'm talking about a specific time. All right. So here's what happens. Whatever volume, whatever volume that happens by 11:59 p.m., the retail means customers, your personal customers purchasing from you. Okay. Retail and rebate. Rebate means is something that whenever you purchase as a planner, that you're getting it back. Okay. So that's the rebate. So retail and rebate is the first portion of the weekly commission pay. So whatever happens by 11:59 p.m., 2 weeks after, and the Tuesday following is when the commission is going to be paid. Let me look at the calendar and let me explain in April scenario. Meaning, so April now, from April 1st through April 4th is Friday. April 4th, 11:59 p.m., that volume is going to be paid 2 weeks later. 4th, 2 weeks later is 18th. Following Tuesday is 22nd, is when that portion of retail and rebate is going to be paid. Does that make sense to you? Instead of being paid the 15th of next month, which is 2.5 weeks later, 3.5 weeks later, you're actually getting your money 3.5 weeks quicker. How many of you guys think that's pretty exciting, right? We talked about it. Real-time promotion, what is the purpose? It's going to add more speed to your business. It's going to add more speed of success to your business. Real-time promotion is going to add speed, but also weekly commission payout is going to add what? More speed to the success of your organization. In this scenario, you're getting commission 3.5 weeks quicker. Now, because the retail, as you know, manager, and now this part's very important. We didn't even talk about this at the convention. I didn't talk about it purposely because we didn't want to confuse anyone, and we had a lot of exciting information to share. This is a simple yet very important, and it is very exciting, but I wanted to make sure that we clearly understand that as we go into the April schedule now. As you know, managers and senior managers currently have a requirement of 3 customers to release commission, right? Everybody know that, right? Team leaders and above have 5 customers to release commission, okay? Now, well, I mean, in this scenario, our first week is between 1st to the 4th. Maybe they don't have 3 customers yet. Maybe they don't have 5 customers yet. We didn't want our partners, our distributors, to feel like they have to. I mean, in May, Friday is the 2nd. So we didn't want them to feel like, oh my gosh, if I don't get my 3 customers, first day of the month or second day of the month, I'm going to be delayed on my retail and rebate commission. So starting April, for retail and rebate, portion of the compensation is not going to require the 3 customers and 5 customer requirement. Okay, let me say that one more time. The rebate and the retail portion of commission, the 3 customers and 5 customer requirement to release commission is not required anymore. Okay, it's not for the whole thing, it's for the rebate and the commission, retail commission portion that is designed to be paid weekly, because we don't want people to feel pressure on the 1st or 2nd or 4th or whenever that first Friday may be, that they gotta get their 3 or 5. All right, so everybody, when the customer orders product, they're gonna get paid right away. When you purchase your own product, you're gonna get your rebate right away, regardless of if you have 3 or 5 customers yet or not. Okay, so no, Dr. Rimka, rebate has a 50% cash, 50% is Riemann dollar. That's on your purchase. What you're getting is rebate. Okay, so everybody understood so far, right? Everybody clear, right? So weekly commission is retail commission and rebate, and those now don't require the 3 or 5 customer requirement for it to be released, and it's going to be paid out. Whatever happens by Friday, 2 weeks later, and Tuesday following is when it's going to be paid. Once it starts, of course, you're going to get paid every week, as long as you have sales happening from your customers or your personal order every single week. Everybody clear, right? Everybody clear. And can I see thumbs up? Can I see if you guys are clear? Okay. All right. Everybody's clear up to here. Now let's talk about the rest of commission. Okay. Now the sponsorship commission, which means maybe it's a manager, directly sponsor a manager, right? Or a planner, right? That's a sponsorship commission, not retail or or rebate. Senior manager commission, right? Senior manager sponsorship commission, your first level commission, as well as senior manager, we call it open group commission. Okay, so if you don't have any senior manager in the leg, it could be second, third, fifth, 10th level, doesn't matter. You get 5% on that. That's a senior manager open group commission. Okay, team leader works on 40% open group commission, right? So 40% minus whatever teams earned from their their rebate or commission, 10 or 20, 30%, whatever they earn in your team leader open group, the difference you earn, we call that team leader open group commission. Okay, those portions those portions are supposed to be monthly. Okay, those portions are supposed to be monthly. However, here's a really exciting news. Okay, like I said, I didn't explain all this at the convention because we didn't want to complicate anyone, even though this is super exciting. But we had a lot of information and we didn't want to complicate until we were ready to do it. And so, now I'm explaining to you now. Those are monthly, supposed to be scheduled monthly commission. However, the manager, senior manager, the sponsorship commission, meaning your first level commission, and the open group commission, the senior manager or team leader open group commission, that piece of the compensation, you do need to meet your requirement like you usually do, right? 3 customers for managers, senior managers to release commission, right? And the team leader, 5 customers or higher. And of course, team leader, 10,000 SP to maintain as a team leader to continue getting the benefit as a team leader, right? We all understand that. But that portion of the commission, sponsorship commission and the open group commission, starting April, even though it's monthly commission, you actually have a way to have early access to that commission by meeting the requirement sooner than the end of the month requirement. We understand that 3 customers, 5 customers, or as a team leader, 10,000 SP is a monthly maintenance requirement, right? So if I just do it at the end of the month, you will get paid on the normal schedule on the 15th of the following month, like how we always got paid. Everybody clear? However, but let's just say I got great momentum. I'm a team leader. And let's just say I got my 10,000 SP and I got my 5 active customers by first Friday of the month on the 4th. And whatever happened from the 1st through the 4th, instead of waiting until the 15th of the following month to get paid, even the team leader open group commission, you could have early access to it and get paid with weekly commission 2 weeks later, following Tuesday, instead of waiting until the 15th of next month. In the April example, it's actually getting paid on 22nd instead of the 25th, which means 1, 2, 3 weeks and 2 days later. You're getting actually money 3 days and 2 days faster than actually waiting the normal schedule that we're currently working on. Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? I mean, this is absolutely incredible, okay? So, I mean, hey, let's go back to this, okay? Real-time manager and senior manager promotion, what is it doing? It's adding speed to your success. It's adding speed to your team's success. Weekly retail and weekly rebate commission, what is it doing? It's adding speed to your success. It's adding speed to your team's momentum and success. But now even all the leaders, managers and senior managers and team leaders on top of the retail and rebate, if we just meet the requirement quicker, that you could actually access monthly commission sooner, 3.5 weeks faster in this example of April, and actually get it released with your weekly commission, which means that literally every single week, if you meet the requirement by first Friday, every single week, based on your weekly production, you could get your team leader open group commission every single week instead of waiting for 4 weeks or 3 weeks or 6 weeks to get that commission of the volume that you have created. What does that mean? You yourself, your team members, your partners, your brand new people are going to get paid so much faster, and more success in their pocket obviously is going to drive speed and more momentum and more success in your team. So I am so excited about this. As excited as I am, I wanted to share it at the convention, but we have so much to share and we didn't want to confuse. And that's what we're telling you today before the next week Monday call, because we want you guys to do it this week. So you can benefit from this and get your first weekly commission pay on April 22nd. All right. So this is absolutely exciting. Now, Leadership Match, you cannot early access because you need a whole month calculation before the Leadership Match can happen. So Leadership Match stays, okay? That still stays once a month. The top retailer bonus still pays once a month because, we need to give everybody a chance. We don't know if you're going to hit 5% or 10%, right? So those, those are paid on the 15th of every month. That has to finish the month first. So the top retailer bonus is still monthly. Of course, the Leadership Match is still monthly. Directors and above revenue share is still, of course, monthly. And the directors and national director, 2 to 4% override, leadership override, that's monthly. So those things are monthly, but it is retail and rebate that's scheduled to pay every week, and early access from monthly commission on sponsorship and open group commission. If you could remember that, and as we train our team, we don't want to train that open group and the sponsorship commission is weekly commission, because we don't want them to confuse that I don't have 3 customers and I should get both. Does that make sense to you? We want to make sure that we explain it as these two, retail and rebate is weekly paid without any requirement. The monthly requirement still exists, but we could have early access to sponsorship and open group commission by meeting the requirement quicker. Okay. So as long as we train that the right way, keep the same language, and make sure all our partners are really fully understanding and taking advantage of this, it's going to add incredible amount of speed and excitement and success to your business in April more than ever before. Now, I want to talk about a behavior that we're really excited about, that I know that yes, our momentum is, with the new ICD skincare, already momentum is going crazy. With the announcement of the new compensation, yes, already momentum is going crazy. With the ICD makeup that's being added in the next couple of weeks, yes, the momentum is going to be crazy. But you know what's really going to, what else that's also going to add to the excitement and the speed and the momentum, is the behavior that we're going to see, that we're already seeing in the last 2 weeks of time, that we're going to see more of in April, that's going to create incredible amount of momentum and success and speed to your team. And let me talk about those things, briefly. Number one is exactly what we just talked about. Instead of our partners wanting to finish their 3 or 5 customer requirement by at the end of the month, they don't have to, but many of them are going to want to do it by first Friday. How many of you guys agree with that, right? Many of them are going to do it. So you know how it is. It's our mental thing, right? When we used to go to school, right? If our project was due next week Friday, and today's the Monday, right? I mean, what do? We start working on it next week Thursday, right? So because of it, we were not productive from Monday until next week Wednesday. But you know how it is. If we do it right away, if we do not procrastinate, and if we do it right away, what happens after that? We could stay even more productive after. It's not that it takes a month to get 3 customers. It's not that it takes a month to get 5 customers. It's just that we had a month, so we waited until at the end of the month. And of course, that slows down the momentum. But if the behavior and the desire and our motivation is to do it first week, of course, that's going to drive more success and drive more activities even faster. And once that you qualified and you know the money's coming in 2 weeks and you're getting paid every week, of course, we're going to be driving a lot more volume and everybody's going to be more excited about that. So it's going to add speed and success to your business with everybody creating a culture in your team that, yes, you have a month to do it, but hey, our team, let's get it out of the way first Friday. And you create that culture, it's going to drive great momentum and great environment, great culture in your business for everybody to have more success from very first week and every single week, because now it's every week that they're getting paid. Every single week, there's a pending event of everybody wanting to create more success by Friday to create even more success every week instead of having monthly close. Second thing that I know is going to add more speed and more success to your team is it's the customer tier unlocking additional part of the compensation, that is going to start in the month of April, right? Yes, the unit level starts in June, but the top retailer bonus starts right away in the month of April. What does that mean? People are going to want to get their first 10 customers and 1,000 SP, 20 customers and 2,000 SP, 4,000 and 40 customers. 4,000 SP and 40 customer unlocks additional 10% retail, right? The 2,000 SP and 20 customer unlocks additional 5% retail. It's going to drive the right behavior. Soon as the unit level starts in June, everybody is going to want to make sure that they have 1,000 SP and 10 customers. Why? Because it unlocks their unit level, right? If they're, whatever their rank is, if they're manager, 2 levels, senior managers, 4 levels, team leaders and higher, 6 levels of unit level compensation gets added. All they have to do, they already have a team, they already have the volume. Just by making sure they have 1,000 personal SP with 10 customers, it's going to unlock the unit level. Everybody's going to want to strive to do it. Everybody's going to want to get it done. And that's going to increase average. If you have 10 people in your team, 100 people in your team, 1,000 people in your team, before maybe they didn't have a goal. They didn't have a goal on how much personal volume they wanted to do each month, right? But now with everybody wanting to do 1,000 or more, they want to start at 1,000. They want to do 2,000 because they want that extra 5%. They want the 3,000 because they want to unlock 4 levels. They want to do 4,000 because they want that extra 10%. With everybody doing minimum of 1,000, striving for 1,000 and striving for even higher tiers to unlock more part of the compensation and get extra bonuses, it's going to increase the average of all your partners' activities and everybody being excited about earning even weekly as well as additional bonuses for unlocking more part of the compensation. So it's going to add speed, it's going to add success, it's going to add, weekly pay is going to drive great momentum, and the average of all the activities in the team is going to be 1,000 or more, which is going to drive the right behavior. And with that, I believe that all the team leaders, now nobody's even going to talk about, man, can I hit my 10,000 SP this month? Most people are going to get it out of the way first week or two. With so many people in the team all striving to do over 1,000 or more, everybody's going to be doing 10,000 or more, no problem, better and easier and simpler and faster than ever before. So, I am excited about what's to come in April. And I know that April is going to be the biggest month for probably all of you, if not most of you, with all the things that's happening right now. Some of you guys watched the Mexico pre-launch, Spanish presentation happened on March 27th, just a couple of days ago. 5 minutes into the presentation, we had 1,000 people on our very first Spanish call. And unfortunately, the accountant couldn't, take any more than 1,000 people, so it was sold out Zoom event. But the momentum is all-time high. Same day, I know that Lori and Kate did a presentation with almost 300 people attending. I know Brianna also hosted a presentation that with Christy that also had 500 people attending. I mean, literally, momentum right now is everywhere. Also, we started taking RSVP for Malaysia and Singapore pre-launch event that's going to happen starting April 18th through the 21st between Malaysia and Singapore. And within 48 hours, we had 2,400 people RSVP for the event. And I'm just telling you right now, momentum right now, everybody it's talking about, the momentum at Remon, and we are all feeling the same. It is just getting started. So I am super excited for what's to come. Once again, you will see email notification, email communication from the company about the transition into the migration into the new platform on April 12th. I want to explain moving over to new platform on April 12th like this. How many of you have ever moved before? Anybody ever moved before? Right? When you move house from one house to another house, right? And we're going to a better house, we're going to a bigger house, we're going to a newer house, we are going to a house with a lot more features and upgraded features. However, the moving still takes process, moving still takes a little bit of time. And sometimes because we lived in our old house for so long, you could literally walk in your sleep and take few steps and on the left there's a bathroom, but maybe now you have to catch yourself because maybe it's one more step and it's on the right side of the bathroom. Things like that happen, and we take a process and getting used to it a little bit. So we're gonna go through that phase in the month of April, so let's make sure that we manage expectation. We're gonna migrate into the new platform, which is an enhanced version, which we're really excited about on April 12th. However, first few days, it is possible we're going to have some system glitches. We may have to get used to it, like wearing new shoes, kind of build into it and, get comfortable with the leather sitting in, right? We're going to go through that. Let's just not, we got so many exciting things happening. We don't want our partners, our new partners or customers to get emotional or get upset or get discouraged or freak out over something that's so minor. Because I call it a minor, even though it's, because it's all the things that we're going to experience through moving and migrating. It's just things that it's going to go away in a few days. It's all going to be solved. It's all going to be settled in a few days, just like any other technology and I have ever experienced in our lifetime, right? Every year when the new phone comes out and update happens, we all go through it, first day or two, first few days. It's the same process we're going to go through. Let's not let any of our partners freak out or trip out. Let's just let them go through it and get used to the process. And if we could do that together, I know that there's nothing else that's going to be distracting us from making April the greatest month yet since you started your Remon opportunity. So we're super excited. I have asked our national director, Mr. Tim Hurd, to share some incredible wisdom, knowledge, and some training tips, so he could help all of us to close the month of March super strong. Even though it's already strong, I know we ain't done yet. So thank you very much, Mr. Timmer, for your leadership. Thank you for all you do for everybody at Remon. You truly inspire all of us. Your coaching, your navigation, and your teaching and your mentorship is truly appreciated by every single one of us, including me. So thank you very much, Mr. Timmer. I'll hand the call over to you.
I can't believe what I just heard, Mr. Danny Bay. Like this, I didn't even know this stuff was going on, man. I'm like, what is happening right now? I can't even believe what I just heard right now. I'm the urgency about what's about to happen, you guys, in April. Everybody pushing to get their 10,000 done ASAP, their basic qualifications, and it's going to create so much momentum. I'm so fired up about it. I love Friday too. That's always been my favorite pay period deadline in anything that I've ever done. Is always Friday at 11:59 Pacific. There's going to be so many exciting things that are going to be happening, you guys. And I love what you said too about understanding. Hey, look, what we're going through a move. Make sure that obviously that we manage expectations and really have the leadership. What I would encourage you to do is we'll post this recording inside the team leader chat in the WhatsApp chat. Make sure all your team hears all this stuff that's going on, because you're going to be answering a billion questions because team leaders aren't paying attention. So make sure that everybody goes back and listens to the information so they're aware of what's happening. But the biggest thing I want to share with you right now is the fact that pay period deadline. I mean, it's happening right now. I mean, this is the day of all days, right? It's like we get so much business in right now. Like the excitement level that we are experiencing right now is unbelievable. And what we're seeing right now is today is the day where we can get so much business in if we give 100% focus. This is the day right now where you want to be a laser beam focused. focused like never before, and really helping everybody create that culture. You guys, because you know how it is, right? When you're running for team leader, when you hit that rank, you know, mainly if you hit it in the last like day or two of the month, man, there's so much urgency, right? I know all the directors, it's the same thing. It's that urgency. And that urgency that you're trying to create is going to be a culture that you're going to establish right from the very beginning. So realizing if you're pushing hard, maybe you've already hit your, you know, maybe you've already maxed out your tier bonuses and you've already qualified for everything. And you're like, oh, I've got everything done. I'm just going to sit back and relax. You got to realize that as a leader, you're really doing a disservice to your team. Okay. Because you want to help them establish the right culture. You want to establish the right culture for your newest people getting started, because they're going to be a time where they're going to be running for a director and you might be running for senior director or national director. And that person that if you establish that culture at the very beginning of urgency, right now on that last day of the month, now we're going to start having urgency every week. It's going to create so much more momentum, but it's all about impending events, but creating that culture in your organization of urgency. So it's really, as a leader, what do you want to be focusing on right now, right? As a team leader, what do I want to be focusing on right now? The biggest thing is understanding the fact that, and I wrote down a couple notes, it's the biggest thing is that culture that you're establishing, right? It's your excitement level when you're following up today like never before. I mean, we're going to be doing so many follow-up calls right now. We're going to be following up with everybody in our organization, right? You're going to be following up with all the people that are planners. There's so much follow-up that's going to be happening today, is understanding that we really want to have that excitement that's contagious, right? You want to be, you know, and obviously, you know, my excitement, Mr. Danny Bay's excitement, you know, everybody's excitement's a little bit different, right? Mine's through the roof a little bit, right? I know some people are like, Tim's a little bit too much, but everybody's got a different level of excitement, right? If you were in Vegas and let's say you won a mega bucks, you know, how would you act, right? And that's really what I feel like we have right now, is that we've won the lottery with Remon. And we've got to make sure that we create that culture in our organization and establish that culture of creating that urgency at the impending event. In the impending event this month of the pay period deadline, we want to make sure that all of our managers and hire, this is the last month for Remon dollars, for the 10 customers to trigger the extra 5% for managers on whatever they personally buy or sell, and also their level 1 planners, right? Senior managers, whatever they personally buy or sell, and also their level 1 planners and managers. And then obviously team leaders on the override that they get from the differential, they're going to get a 5% override for their what? For their 10 customers. So we want to make sure that we're getting 10 active customers. Remember, it's not lifetime customers, it's active customers to release that 5%. Okay, this is the last month to get it. So we want to make sure that everybody gets an opportunity to take advantage of that. Okay, and they get their 10 customers this month. So that's a big one right now, is going through your organization and looking at your managers, looking at your senior managers, seeing how close they are, and encouraging them and saying, hey, who can I help you get on the phone with right now that we've already demonstrated the products to, that we could help close as a customer for you or get them enrolled as a customer for you. The other thing is any team leaders that we have that are still maybe for whatever reason they didn't get their 10,000 SP done yet. We've got to be right now helping them no matter what, get that SP done, right? Get that 10,000 SP done. If you've got any people that for whatever reason, you know, maybe haven't been running like all of us that are on the call right now, making sure that we help everybody get qualified. You got people that might be 1,000 away or 2,000 or 3,000 away. That can be done easily with a lot of what? Follow-up calls, right? The other thing is the tier bonuses, right? Who do we have right now that's close to a tier bonus? Okay, how many of you, and maybe some of you have already maxed out your tier bonus. I know a lot of people have already made the 5,000, you know, they've already made their 5,000 tier 4 bonus, but we want to make sure that we're helping everybody get to that next level, and looking at our organization. And even if people can't, to do their absolute very best. That's the biggest thing about it, is when your head hits the pillow tonight, you're going to be the only one there to meet your memories. Always remember that. That's the way that I try to live my life, is every day I try to give it everything that I got, because every day, in the way that I look at it, is a gift from God. And what I do with every day is my gift back to him, right? So I try to operate with a spirit of urgency with everything that I do. And I would encourage you to do the same thing, right? So you got your upgrades, right? We've got anybody that's gotten started within the last 30 days. What do we need to do with them? We got to upgrade starter kits, right? It's their last day to upgrade. If somebody got started 30 days ago, boom, right? Even if somebody got started 2 weeks ago, this is the last time to be able to get your hands on this month of March's starter set, right? Before this starter set ends, you've got to make sure that we help everybody upgrade. Today, there's going to be so many upgrades that are going to be happening of people that are going to be picking up extra kits. They're going to be picking up extra starter kits. So there's a lot of urgency that we can create about upgrade. Today's the upgrade day where we want to be upgrading everybody. And then obviously, you know, anybody that got started in January, right? If I'm a brand new planner in January, February, March, why are January planners the most important people that we should be focusing on this month? Think about it. Anybody that got started in January, what's happened to them this month? Right? Their 3 months for manager, senior manager qualification is going to be what? Their first month's going to become their January volume is going to fall off. So what do we want to be doing? We want to be making sure that anybody that got started in January, we want to be looking at how close they are and following up with them and saying, hey, look, I'm going to make sure no matter what, like, let's lock arms together. Let's run. Let's get you to manager. Let's get you to senior manager, wherever they're at, to make sure that you create that urgency. That's leadership. As a leader, we want to navigate, right? As a leader, we want to make sure that we're doing the right activity, the right thing. A lot of us, sometimes when we first get involved in Remon, it's like, okay, let's just go play tag. Let's call as many people as we can. Let's share the products with as many people as we can. Transfer our love and transfer our passion that we feel about these products and this opportunity. Transfer that emotion to other people, right? But now as a leader, you guys are team leaders now. You guys are in that spot where you want to have, that proper planning, right? The 5 Ps, right? Proper planning prevents poor productivity. Right? The proper planning prevents poor productivity, the 5 Ps. So we want to be making sure that all the people that got started in January, what are we doing with them? Right? What are we doing with them? We're making sure that we get them to manager or senior manager by the end of today, because this is obviously their 3rd month. Another thing that's going on right now is what? Obviously the 5,000 SP, right? You've got people that have got 5,000 SP, but maybe only have 30 customers or 20 customers, right? Lifetime customers. We want to make sure that everybody that's close, that we're helping them get obviously their 50 lifetime customers all done today, so they can unlock that extra what? That extra $1,000 bonus, or 100, anywhere between 100 and what? And $1,000 is available for that promotion right now. That's going from the 15th to the 31st. That's going to be coming to an end. So there's a lot of urgency that we can create around that, but we've got to be making sure that we're focusing in and looking at all the people that we have in our organization and how much personal volume that they have. Click on their orders, see when those orders came in, and help them calculate what they're doing. And then obviously anybody that sponsored 3 this month, right? Anybody that sponsored 3 in the month of March, what happens to them? Well, if all those 3 people that they sponsored all get 1,000 SP, what happens? They're going to earn that $300 bonus. So we've got a lot of people that have sponsored 3, and maybe 1 or 2 of them have got the 1,000 personal SP, but maybe need one more person, maybe needs to upgrade or whatever it might be. We've got to make sure that we are helping everybody earn that bonus. And remember, that bonus is from March 1st to March 31st, right? Even though we got it announced at the convention, everybody counts this month for that. So we want to make sure that we're doing what? Making sure that we're getting everybody qualified for that bonus that's already sponsored 3, okay? And then obviously, you guys all know, right? Anybody that's running for team leader right now, those are your most important people to help wrap them up. You want to create that culture of developing team leader. With the matching bonus right now that we've got, that's going to be coming out obviously next month, right? There's never been a better time to turn your organization into a team leader factory, right? If you want to be a top producing director, I'm telling you right now, the best way to do it is to have 10 team leader legs, right? You have 10 team leader legs cranking as a director, boom, you're going to be cashing in big, right? Because you have 10 solid organizations, 10 solid teams. So right now as a team leader, maybe you've only got 1 or 2 or whatever it might be, maybe 3, maybe 4 team leader legs. You want to make sure that you're focusing in on developing new legs, opening up new legs, and helping those people do what? Go to team leader, right? It's all about a team leader factory. And that's how the big money is going to be made with this compensation plan, is a team leader factory, because of the matching bonus, right? That's where the big money is in this compensation plan, for duplicating and developing leaders. So who do you have right now that's close to team leader, that's running to team leader? Now, maybe they're not that close. Maybe they're only halfway there, right? But you're working with them. You want to help them push as much volume as possible this month, so they're going to be that much closer for the following month, okay? It's all about urgency today. That's what it's really all about. Who do you got that's running for director? Most of you should be running for director. I know some of you are like, man, I just hit team leader, this month, Tim. This is my first team leader call. Guess what? Put your track shoes on. Let's go. I mean, it's like you just run for director. It's a director run right now. Okay, going to Jeju. I mean, it's going to be amazing. Can you imagine going to Jeju Island with all the directors, right? I mean, it's going to be amazing. So just realize at this moment in time, you don't want to let it slip through your fingertips. I can just tell you right now, I promise you, this is a true statement. You can make up a month's worth of production in a week, and you can make up a week's worth of production in a day. That was taught to me that my very first month in this industry, when I watched a guy running around with all this urgency, and I'm like, man, what is up with you, bro? Why are you running like that? He goes, it's the end of the month. It's the end of the month. It's the end of the month. And I'm like, what does that mean? And he told me, he says, Tim, in our business, you can make up a month's worth of production in a week, and a week's worth of production in a day. And it's all about urgency right now. Maybe some of you right now, you haven't had the forward-leaning motion, right, that you wanted to have. And you maybe right now you're not where you want to be at with the Remont opportunity. And you're like, man, I'm a little bit frustrated. Frustration's okay. Okay. A lot of times people like frustration is a negative emotion. No, no, no. Frustration is a negative emotion, can have a very, very positive effect, right? When you get frustrated, it's like, hey, look, you know what? It's time for me to change, right? Is that disgust, right? My mentor taught me, and I know Mr. Danny Bay heard this many times too as well, is disgust is a negative emotion, but can have a very positive effect, right? Disgust says, I've had it. You know what? It's time for me to run. It's time for me to step up. There's going to be so many fortunes that are going to be created. And I know some of you don't want to make a fortune with Remont, right? You just want to make an extra 4,000 or 5,000 a month, and that's respectable. But what I can tell you is this: let's get you to 4,000 or 5,000 a month, and then let's think about be open-minded to go into more. Because I can tell you right now, the type of income that Mr. Danny Bay has earned in his career, I promise you, he wasn't thinking that he was going to be making that type of money on month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4. Right? It's a gradual process of your confidence growing and your ability to believe that you can make it happen as you start developing with the company. And it's the same thing with all of us, right? Right now, maybe you can't see yourself as a top national director. Maybe you can't see yourself, making a fortune with this opportunity. That's okay. Don't feel bad about it. Okay. I didn't ever see myself becoming successful financially like I am with this industry. I just want to make 5,000 a month when I got started. But once I got to 5, I could see 10, and got to 10, I could see 30. So realize wherever you are right now is okay, but it's okay to say, you know what? I've had enough, right? I've had enough. This is my time to change my life. This is my time to do something special. Some of you right now, your families are counting on you to be able to make this business work. And maybe some of you've got relatives, maybe, family members that aren't supportive, but in the back of their mind, they want this to work, but they don't want to put all their hope in you because they don't want to put that type of pressure on you. So maybe they're like, oh, don't worry about it. If that thing works, that's okay. But it probably isn't, or whatever. You might feel like it's a little bit negative, but it's not negative. They just don't want to put that type of pressure on you. But in the back of their mind, they're praying that you step up. Some of you've got people right now in your life that are counting on you to make this happen. You got people in your life right now that are like, man, God, I hope you step up. I hope you step up, Mom. I hope you step up, Dad. You guys have got family members right now that are counting on you. You got organization. You got people in your organization that are just waiting for you to step up and start running. Don't delay. Make a commitment in your heart, you guys. You can do this. I promise you guys. I didn't graduate high school. I promise you. I was homeless when I got involved in this business. I promise you the only job I've ever had was making $4 an hour. I promise you, if I can do it, you can do it. Mr. Danny Bay can do it. He barely spoke English when he got involved in this business, in this industry. I promise you, you can do it, but you've got to step up. It's not going to happen by doing what you've been doing. Do you want to go to a higher altitude? You want to have more? You want to do more? You want to be more? You want these things to happen for you? You got to disrupt your habits. You got to give it a little bit more. And I promise you, it starts with a decision. But I promise you, you can do this. I promise you. Think about it, you guys. I'm an ugly guy in the beauty industry. If I can do it, you can do it. Think about it, guys. I'm about to sell so much makeup. You guys understand? Think about that. An ugly guy selling makeup? What? If I can do it, heck, anybody can do it. But you got to decide, you guys. You have to make a decision. This is it. This is our time to do something great. This is such a gift, you guys. There's not one day that goes by. Not one day that goes by that I don't thank Mr. Danny Bay, because he introduced me to this. And he was persistent with me and followed up. He didn't give up. Some of you guys will call the person 1 or 2 times and give up. Follow up. Care about people. And get them started with this opportunity. We are going to go so far with this. We're going to change so many people's lives with this. But you got to make a decision. You got to make a commitment. And you got to step up. I promise you, you can do this. This is our time to do something special. This is our time to do something great. We're going to take this company to the moon and back. I promise you. But we've got to decide right now that we're going to not just be a part of it. And I know it's fun to be a part of a winning team, be a part of a winning company, but play a role. Help us out. Step up. Be a big time leader. And don't say it, oh man, you can count on me, Mr. Danny Bay. You can count on me, Karen Kang. Oh, Steve, oh man, you can count on me. I'm going to be your next leader, Steve. Don't tell us, show us by making a commitment today to give it everything you got as we close this month out in the biggest way possible. This month, make a decision. I'm telling you, one day you can decide. You can decide to say, you know what? I'm going to get out of my comfort zone and I'm going to stick to it. And I'm going to keep on keeping on day in and day out. I'm going to give it everything that I got. I promise you, you can do this. You can make it happen, but you've got to disrupt your habit patterns. You've got to give it a little bit more. Because remember what I said earlier, when your head hits the pillow, you're the only one there to meet your memories at night. When your head hits the pillow at night, you're the only one there to meet your memories. And you got to look back on your day and say, you know what? Whether I hit the goals that I wanted to achieve today or I fell a little bit short today on what I wanted to have happen, I can promise you this. I gave it my all. Give it everything you got. One of my favorite quotes of all time is by the gentleman that started the Chicago Bears. His name was George Halas. And George Halas, he was the founder of the Chicago Bears. I'm not a Chicago Bears fan, okay? But here's what I'll tell you. He said, no one that ever gave their best regretted it. Nobody that ever gave their best regretted it. Let me ask you a question. What does your best look like? What does your best look like? What does you on fire look like? What does you giving 110% look like? Giving it everything that you got. What does that look like? What's that version of you? What's that version of you look like? I promise you, you can do this. So, Mr. Danny Bay, it's an honor to be able to be working with you and locking arms with you. And I speak for everybody on this call, man. Your commitment and your leadership, just following your lead, man. It's like, man, this dude is running. I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's run. Let's get. What would Danny Bay do? I'll tell you what Danny Bay would do. He would just keep going, right? I mean, it's give it your all. And that's exactly what Mr. Danny Bay is doing. That's what I hope all of us are doing so we can be that example for our team to follow. So, Mr. Danny Bay, thank you for allowing me to share a few words, and hopefully some of this information served the Remount community. Love you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Man, I think somebody said it. Mr. Timmer gets us crying and laughing at the same time. We truly appreciate his leadership, and we're so grateful. Well, let's have an incredible day today. Let's finish the month of March strong. Like you said, let's follow up and help everybody to upgrade today. And we'll see you guys in April. God bless. Thank you very much, everyone.